Voters all over Central Ohio cast their ballots on Tuesday, and this morning we have the results of some of the major elections. We're going to start in the city of Columbus, which now has the green light to borrow more than $1.9 billion for projects all around the city.
Yeah, city leaders say this money will support the growth of the city and not raise taxes. 10 TV's Kara Lake is live from City Hall with the improvements now underway. Kara.
So this issue was passed not only here in Franklin County, but also in Fairfield and Delaware counties. And this allows the city to invest in itself without having to ask taxpayers for more money. The city plans to sell bonds to investors and pay them back over time with interest. The money will go toward affordable housing, public utilities, neighborhood improvements, and safety, including new fire and police stations. $500 million is set aside specifically for affordable housing, as city leaders say Columbus needs 100,000 more housing units over the next decade.
We have a track record. We have the ability for us to invest in ourselves. With the federal government shut down, in some respects the state government that's MIA, it's a way for us to control our own destiny, create jobs, invest in our neighborhoods, do all that without raising taxes.
Because at the end of the day, it's about making sure that folks are able to live in our community and be able to afford to live in our community.
And city leaders say the plan is to start these major improvement projects immediately. Reporting live from City Hall, Kara Lake, 10 TV News.
Kara, thank you so much. It was a close race for city council in Columbus. Look at this. Tiara Ross narrowly beat Jesse Vogel last night with under 2,000 votes separating the two candidates. Voters in Mifflin Township rejected a levy to fund the police department. That levy failed by 26 votes.
10 TV's Carla Rogner reports from Mifflin Township with what this means for the future of the police department.
I spoke to the Mifflin Township trustee chair shortly after we learned that this levy had failed. Now, he says he's disappointed. He believed that the race would be close, but really thought that the levy would pass. Now, voters rejected a similar levy back in May, and Mifflin Township leaders had warned if the levy failed again, they could have to dissolve the police department. They were hoping to use this money to fund more patrol officers. They've been short-staffed since 2 of their 6 officers were shot and injured in May. Franklin County Sheriff's deputies had been working overtime to fill in the gaps, but they say they will now only be available for emergencies. The township trustee chair couldn't say for certain if this means that the police department will close. He says now township leaders will reevaluate with their financial and legal teams to determine what happens next. Reporting in Mifflin Township, Carla Rogner, 10 TV News.
The Blendon police levy passed, saving the police department financially. The chief tells 10 TV he needs 4 more officers to meet the call volume of this growing area. Right now, he says he has just 2 cruisers per shift. This was the 3rd time the township has asked voters to pay more in property taxes to help fund the police department. If you'd like to see all the results, just text the word election to the number there on your screen, 614-460-3345, and we will send you a link with all the results. We'll also be recapping the results throughout the morning, although all the way through 9 o'clock on 10 TV+.